Hi, in this video I'm going to show you the experiment of preparing sodium sulfate crystal from dilute sodium hydroxide solution and dilute sulfuric acid using the method of titration. Now as you can see the equation here, the reaction between sodium hydroxide and sulfuric acid gives you sodium sulfate and water. Now if we are able to accurately, exactly react molar quantity of sodium hydroxide and sulfuric acid in exactly 2:1 ratio, then after the reaction, we should only have sodium sulfate and water remain in the reaction mixture. So if we are able to achieve that mixture, we can simply perform evaporation to get rid of the water and perform a crystallization to form the crystal. Now, but we have one problem here is how can we exactly allow molar quantity of sodium hydroxide and sulfuric acid to react with each other so that they are exactly, completely react with each other. Now, because think about it, if we have any of the two reactants that is slightly in excess, then at the end we will have our salt, water mixed it together with that excessive reagent. Then it is impossible to obtain pure salt. So to ensure that the quantity of sodium hydroxide and sulfuric acid can exactly react with each other and totally consume it, we need to perform a titration. So actually in this experiment, we are going to perform a series of titration between sodium hydroxide and sulfuric acid using methyl orange as an indicator. And our objective is to obtain a consistent, reliable titration result. So after getting that consistent, reliable titration result, we are going to perform another titration. But this time, we do not add any indicator. We simply based it on our titration result from our previous trials and add exactly the quantity of titrants into the analytes. And we believe that after doing this, the sodium hydroxide and sulfuric acid will be completely reacted, and what we have left in the clinical flask would be our sodium sulfate and the water. Then we can proceed on the separation method and the purification method. Now, so for this video, I'm not going to actually teach you all the titration techniques, all the skills. So if you're not sure about all these titration techniques, you can actually go to visit the other videos which details all those techniques. So in today's video, I'm going to fast forward all those basic titration techniques, and I will only emphasize the part that is mostly relevant to the preparation of the salt. Right? So without further ado, let's get started. So first of all, I'm going to do the usual practice of a titration, where I will clean the apparatus, transfer the solution, perform the titration, and we'll come back after I have done all of these steps. Now, I'm going to perform the titration. So after I have performed 3 titrations, I have registered a consistent titer of 10.4 cm cube. So right now I'm going to perform another titration, but this time I'm not adding any indicator. I simply add 10.4 cm cube of sulfuric acid into the sodium hydroxide. So after the last titration, what we have here is the sodium sulfate solution, and it only contains the sodium sulfate and water. Now we are going to perform an evaporation to get rid of most of the water here, and then we will perform a crystallization. Now prepare a beaker of boiling water and transfer a small amount of the solution onto a watch glass. Place the watch glass on top of the boiling water, and we are going to evaporate the water using a steam bath. You want to evaporate the water such that there is only 1/3 of the liquid remains. This step is to concentrate the solution so that it allows crystallization to occur faster. Now there is only 1/3 of the original solution left. We are going to switch off the Bunsen burner and carefully transfer the watch glass onto the fireproof mat for cooling. When the watch glass has been cooled down, transfer the watch glass to the side bench. Place the watch glass on the side bench and cover it with a filter paper. Let it slowly evaporate for 1 night. After drying the salt overnight, we are now going to perform a final washing of the crystal. Prepare a filtration setup and using a clean spatula, carefully transfer the crystal onto the filter funnel. Wash the crystal with small amount of ice distilled water. After the washing, transfer the solid from the filter paper cone onto a filter paper using a clean spatula. Gently press the solid using the filter paper in order to dry it.